On an ordinary day, like so many before it, Job's sons and daughters were feasting together under the roof of their eldest brother. Joy filled the house. The banquet itself was the very sound of prosperity. Then suddenly, a messenger burst into Job's presence, his clothes torn, his face streaked with the dust of despair. His breath came short, his eyes hollow with horror, and he delivered the first blow of the great tragedy. "Master, we were plowing the fields with the oxen, the donkeys grazing peacefully nearby. Out of nowhere, the Sabaeans swept down on us like a swarm of locusts. They stole everything. They struck down all your servants. I alone escaped to bring you this news." And before the echo of that calamity had faded from the air, another servant arrived, his shadow falling over the first, and spoke, trembling, "Fire from heaven. Lightning fell from the very sky, a storm of flame beyond anything we've seen. It consumed the sheep and the shepherds alike, reduced everything to ashes. I alone escaped to bring you this news." While his words still hung in the air, a third messenger appeared, and disaster took yet another form. "Master, the Chaldeans, 3 bands of their warriors raided us like vultures upon prey. They carried off all your camels, and the servants fell by the sword. I alone escaped to bring you this news." And while Job's heart still reeled from this triad of ruin, a fourth man came forward, his face the very portrait of devastation. His voice pierced the silence. "Your sons, your daughters were feasting in the house of your eldest. It was a celebration of life, until a violent wind rose from the wilderness. It struck the 4 corners of the house. It collapsed upon them all. They are gone, Job, all of them, and I alone escaped to bring you this news." Then Job rose. The upright man, once clothed in honor and abundance, now stood amid the ruins of his own desert. In an ancient gesture of mourning, he tore his garments and shaved his head, stripping away the symbols of a life the storm had taken. But he did not throw himself to the ground in despair. He knelt, and bowing until his forehead touched the dust from which he came, he worshipped, and from his mouth came not a curse, but a song of surrender that would echo through eternity. "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will return. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." And so, amid the smoldering wreckage of all he had, Job did not sin. He did not charge God with wrongdoing, and his faith, like a pillar unbroken, stood firm through the great quake.